Hello everyone. I am just coming on here to talk to you about systems, as I keep making reels on it and I realise that I haven't actually given you the information to create your own systems. So let's get into it. So when you think about systems, you're essentially taking all of the bits that make it easier to perform a task, and you are doing them prior to that task. So you are thinking about each eventuality in order to make sure that your brain cannot trick you into not doing the thing that you want to do. So if we take, for instance, getting up, going to the gym. Now, a lot of people do work sort of a 9 to 5, things like that. They might work shift work. They might do X, Y, and Z. Everybody's got their own reasons for wanting to get up early and go exercise, go for a walk, whatever. Well, let's face it, the human body and the brain are certainly going to choose what feels easiest and nicest. And that's it. And it's always going to choose that every time. If you went to bed without having packed your snacks up, got out your clothes for the next day, filled up your water bottle, put your trainers somewhere and your keys somewhere that you could find them, and even going so far as to set up a coffee cup in front of the kettle and make sure the kettle is filled. If you don't do that, your brain is just going to see difficulty. Your brain will just see, oh, I am awake at 5 a.m. I really don't want to be awake. I could close my eyes easily right now, and actually, do you know what? I still wouldn't be late for work. I could sleep for another hour. So it is incredibly important to take away those excuses. Now, the way that I created a system was I thought, what do I need to get accomplished? And then I worked backwards. So let's just take the example. You need to get up for the gym. Right. First things first. Do you sleep with a partner, and are they getting up at the same time? If they're not getting up at the same time, you have to think about what you are going to wear. So your first thought is, okay, am I going to be able to set my alarm? Will I have to set my watch alarm? Right, watch alarm needs to be set. That's going to be a task. Another task is going to be, which gym clothes do I need to wear and what do I need in my gym bag? So pack your gym bag, lay out your gym clothes, lay them out in a different room. Your next thing is going to be, okay, is there enough breakfast for me? What kind of breakfast do I need? So you sort your breakfast out. You sort your lunch out. You sort anything that you need to do with regards to taking things to work, uniform, things like that. If you can, get the car packed. Get the car packed so that you don't have to worry about it. Make it so easy that you have no excuse whatsoever not to get up in the morning, drink a bottle of water, have some porridge oats, get in your gym clothes immediately. Get in your gym clothes immediately. And then get your backside to the gym. Another thing could be your habits. Okay, I need to drink 3 litres of water a day. Right, what am I going to do? What is my system for water? Well, what do we need in order to be able to have access to water constantly? Well, we need a water bottle. Okay, but what kind of water bottle do we need? Everybody says, oh, you should get a massive water bottle. It's got 2 litres and it's multicoloured and it's amazing and it's heavy as hell, and nobody is going to want to take it around with them. So think about it. If you are on the go because you need to get your steps in, always carry a water bottle. If your water bottle reaches a lower level, then you fill it. You find the most available, readily available source of water, and you fill that water bottle. Do you see where I'm going with this? So, bedtime. Bedtime, you want to be in bed by 9 o'clock. Now, really, really be honest with yourself. This is a chance to look in the mirror when you're sorting out these systems. Have a look in the mirror and think to yourself, how long does it actually take me to get ready for bed? Am I setting up my next day before I get into bed? In which case, am I doing all of that before I get into bed, or am I the kind of person that needs to wind down? Work backwards from the time that you want to be asleep and factor in all the different parts using the examples from before. What I like to do is when I'm trying out a new system, I like to have tick boxes. Really simple, like you would give a child, brush teeth for the morning, brush teeth, put socks and shoes on, I don't know, get dressed, brush your hair, all that stuff. For me, what I do is I have a whiteboard that I would use, and I would write all my tasks, and then I'd put little boxes there. Then at the end of the day, if I have all my boxes ticked, I know I've done the things that I need to do. And then before long, you don't need the tick box exercise anymore, but it's a really useful tool, in my humble opinion. And this is how I've managed to shed 30 kilograms to get to the point where I am smashing halves, marathons, going to the gym regularly, and having a damn good time, just simply because I feel confident in my body, I can move it. I know that with my systems in place, it's going to reduce the likelihood of me slipping and missing something that is important to me. Because when we slip and miss, we feel like we've failed. And when we feel like we've failed, we feel rubbish, we feel negative, and we're unlikely to try again. Psychologically, it's been proven that if we fail, we almost avoid trying again to do the thing that we failed at. Fail is just a first attempt in learning, so let's not beat ourselves up. Let's be a bit kind to ourselves. If you need to introduce these systems gradually, do. With the water bottle, it took a very long time for me to realise that I needed to keep it filled. But now, as soon as it gets down to a certain level, my brain thinks, I must go find a tap, or I must go find a cafe where I can fill this water, get it filled up from. And on road trips, I will take 2 or 3 water bottles with me so that I can always be drinking, so that I know at the end of the day I've got enough water in. And the reward for me of having enough water is feeling energized and not dry all night. So look at the little rewards you get for the habits that you start to build. Savor those. And then look at your progress. Look at your progress at the start of this process, and then look at it 4 weeks later. And if you've been consistently ticking the boxes, you will be that much closer to your end goal, or to becoming a lot healthier anyway. If you liked this, please subscribe. And if you're not a follower of mine on Instagram, please pop a follow, because there will be a lot more content like this.